We're going to segue into some pre-recorded content. We've got a special piece here from Steve from the podcast, who was actually a huge contributor last year during the event. Unfortunately, couldn't make the scheduling work out to be here this year, but we are super thrilled. He did send a pre-recorded piece through that we're going to play here live on the air. Meantime, while we do, please enjoy. I'm going to put up the Perry and Lindsay slideshow on one side, and in the main window, Loy Sauce and Gojo. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Aubrey, so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Donate.
Please donate. Please donate. All right, and let's go ahead and get this started. We will be back a little bit past the start of their normal segment time for Rolling Misadventures.
This is the Podcast Inc. production. Booyah! Welcome to a special rendition of the podcast. I am here once again, always again, and brought to you by nobody because my sponsors do not get to be on this part of the podcast because
they don't get their dick wet.
Already starting. I am sorry for all the new listeners that are listening out there for the live stream for The Cure, but this is my co-host Pedro.
This is how we cure shit over here. We talk about certain...
You want to speak up, my friend, so people can hear you.
We get
Fuck.
certain dick wets.
Certain dick wets?
Certain dick wets.
All right, so we are here. You are Pedro. I am Steve.
Yes, I am.
And yes, I am as well. And we are here once again. This is, well, for me, this is my second year. This is your first year joining me because I couldn't be here live. I am sorry. This is pre-recorded. Sorry to spell everyone's ears.
Oh, technically, I was there last year making some stupid fucking comments on YouTube.
Well, I don't know if this is on YouTube this year. Yeah. I think it's on Twitch. I don't know. You could listen to it somewhere or wherever you're listening it to. But we're off to a great start, aren't we?
Listen or watch. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we are here for the live stream for The Cure, trying to raise money. Not trying. We are raising money. Hopefully, we've already reached our goal. If not, I'm sorry, but we should be close.
If we don't reach the goal, Steve has offered fucking hand jobs for $20.
Why hand jobs? Why not just go for the fucking glory hole? You stick your dick and I'll do whatever you want to.
Hey, bro, I'm down. I'll pay you $60 for that.
Right now.
$60 right now.
Slap
Eyes closed. Bro, I haven't had sex in a while. It's been a while. I got a newborn kid, so it's been a while.
Well, for those who don't know the show, this is what it usually is. Sometimes I talk to funny people. Sometimes I talk to, I guess, so-called DNC celebrities and have some fun on the show. But because I'm doing this for, what is this? For
the cancer.
Not research. Cancer. What's it called? When you donate, man.
Donation? I don't know.
Charity.
Charity.
Fuck, man. See, again, if you're new to the show, I apologize. But if you're not new to the show, then you know this quite happens a bit.
Fucking
because I get hit in the head a lot, and that's why I'm supporting cancer, even though that doesn't make sense.
Steve gets hit in the head a lot with big cocks.
Okay, I'm trying to explain to the people who never heard us what's going on here.
I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. Continue.
So when I'm not talking to DNC celebrities, I'm talking to my buddies like Pedro, Danny, and everyone else out there who's been a co-host. Ian. It's just people shooting the shit. That's how I'm doing parentheses, conduct my interviews. It's not straight Q&As. It's more of, hey, what's going on type deal.
How you doing?
So, what's going on, my friend?
Fuck. You know, it's going, man. Everything is going.
Everything is going?
Everything is going. I don't know.
How's being a father? Let's get that out of the way. You are a new papa.
Yeah, new dad. Fucking almost 2 months, man. Fuck. It's good, man. It's amazing. It's tiring.
How tiring? What do you mean by explain tiring? Because some people don't understand what tiring is.
Just sleep. If you like sleep, say goodbye to that shit. Straight up. It's hard going to work, coming back, you know, sleeping like 3 hours and then coming back and having to hold your kid and stuff. It's rough. I know I'm complaining about that, but I love spending time with my kid. Like, it's all worth it. Let me just say that. It's all worth it.
For now. Because he can't talk back.
If he fucking, I already said there's a bunch of fucking parks by my house. I'll leave him in fucking one of the parks.
Okay, you can't be saying that on air because now if you do it,
then people will know. It's all right. I never said the kid's name. Sorry.
But the people know your name.
They don't know my last name.
Well, I'm sure they could find out by
They don't know my address either. They don't fucking know.
I guess so. Kid
does look like me a bit, so I don't know.
Well, I would hope so. Well, that's a good sign then, right?
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Fingers crossed.
Oh my God. Well, for me, nothing else is pretty much, I was going to say, nothing else is pretty much the same. Does that make sense?
It's very good Canada.
Nothing. Yes, we are from Canada. Yeah, that's the other thing.
You speak very good Canada.
We're up here in the Great White North, Toronto, representing the cold weather.
Yeah, it's
the igloos, the mac and cheese, your usual.
What is it? No.
Stereotypes? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for another stereotype. The pucks.
What else do we have?
Pucks.
Saying A all day.
Like A, right? You know what I'm saying? A. But you know what's fucked up? Once you leave Toronto, those, like Toronto, that's the thing. It's like people say that we don't have an accent or whatever. We do. We say Toronto instead of Toronto.
Okay.
Or we say Toronto and shit like that.
Sure.
But once you leave, I would say greater, like GTA, those fucking stereotypes, like the accents and stuff like that, those are fucking real, my friend. Like you hear a lot of those about.
Yeah, well, even talking to people on the show too. Sometimes I have Canadians from like the East and the West, and you hear it.
Especially if when you talk to people from the West and they talk to you like it's a question. And like everything, why does everything?
Oh, right.
Especially from Vancouver. Like, am I from Vancouver?
They're almost like they're singing and asking a question.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
Well, we have a few, I guess, Canadian words like A. What else words do we use that I guess Americans don't use on an everyday? Poutine. But that's describing a food, right? So
I hear a lot of Americans, outside of the New York and LA type things, when they say roof, they say rough.
Yeah, but that's still the same word. Like some Canadians say schedule instead of schedule.
Who the fuck says schedule?
Like the old Canadians from Britain.
British say schedule.
Yeah.
And aluminium.
Aluminium. No, I've never heard that one.
Or vitamins.
It's aluminum.
Instead of vitamins.
No, it's vitamins.
I know, but the British say vitamins.
Does it say potato as well?
I say batata.
Batata. And yes, we are also, our background is Portuguese, just in case you don't know. So there will be a lot of Portuguese references throughout this condensed version of the podcast today.
Like how Steve loves the shitties.
Only if it's Portuguese and spicy. But I'm tending to like the Spanish one now, believe it or not.
Oh,
it's getting me.
Spanish,
it's getting me.
Spanish chorizo.
Especially on nachos. It's very good.
Ooh, so you like Mexican sausage.
Oh, God.
I see.
Not that there's anything wrong with Mexican sausage, but...
Well, maybe that fucking glory hole will be a lot of fucking Mexican sausage. Who knows? If you got Mexican listeners, hey, what bathroom? Let the people know. What bathroom can they fucking find you at?
Anyways, okay, so I brought up words for a reason. Apparently, fucking Webster's Dictionary, I don't know how many more words they could keep adding, but they have so-called added like
when the fuck did you bring up words? I didn't hear you bring up words.
Canadian words. What words?
Oh, Canadian words.
Man, where the fuck are you?
I thought, okay.
Not all Canadians are this slow. You are really giving that stereotype a good fucking go. You know that, right?
You said, I was talking about words. It's like fucking, aren't we talking about words all the time? I didn't know you were talking. Okay. It was a pretty fucking retarded segue, but go ahead.
Yes, and he uses the R word a lot. Please forgive him.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's not in bad. Again, go back, listen to old episodes if you want. But they added over 620 words. How the fuck do you add 620 words to a dictionary?
Slang?
Just word, here's
slang,
one, Stan. Stan from the song Eminem Stan? That's a word in the dictionary now.
Why is that a word?
It's like to be when you're in love with someone so much, like the whole Stan thing. The story? What's it called? Being obsessive and
like
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Perfect. That's the word I was looking for. Being a stalker. That's now Stan is.
Okay. But that's fucking. That's from our days. That's from like the early 2000s.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. Now it's unless they only updated it, or maybe they updated
in the Canadian dictionary.
Years. No, I'm saying the Webster's Dictionary.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. I would assume it's North American. Well, again, I don't know. North American, Canadian.
I never heard anybody fucking call you a Stan.
Snowflake is now in the dictionary.
That one makes
Purple.
Sense. Purple.
Oh, because of something American with the Democrats and Republicans, so I'm not even going to get into that. I thought
that was people were tying their dick too fucking tight with a string.
I'm trying to see new words from science and medicine. What about this? Qubit.
Qubit?
Do you know what a qubit is? If you'd have to guess, in all honesty, what do you think qubit is?
A gay qubit.
Qubit, like Qubit, Qubit.
Oh, okay. I don't fucking know.
How about this? Now you learned something new. See, you also learn by listening on the podcast. I try to educate the people here as well. So qubit is, if you don't know, the unit of information in a computational model based on the unstable qualities of quantum mechanics.
Yeah. I'll never fucking use that word. It's like, your cat is looking a little cupid.
Oh. Vulture capital. Okay. Buzzy.
What about lit? I hear the fucking kids say that word all the time.
You know what? Lit's probably, I wouldn't doubt that lit's not on there. Why not? Bottle episode?
A bottle episode?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
A single location on our site. I don't know what the fuck that is. Bottle episode.
Some of this shit.
Clapback.
Fucking...
They put clapback in the dictionary now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what that was.
It's all hip hop term. Swole there.
Swole?
Swole's in there too.
Yeah, my dick's pretty swole.
Wouldn't your balls be swole? No, if your dick is swole, then you got some issues.
No, my dick gets swole. Just talking to you, my dick's swole right now. You want to see it?
We're trying again. No, we're not trying. We are raising money here.
I forgot.
This is not one of our regular routines.
All right.
Okay, let's try and be a little bit formal, as they say, and polite, and make it as much PG-13 as we can, if we can.
If we can, yeah. Sorry.
So please, open your wallets. If you haven't donated, go donate now. Livestreamforthecure.com. That's where you could donate.
Great cause.
It is. Cancer sucks.
Yeah,
if you heard
cancer.
last year, I lost my mom to cancer. So, and here's an interesting tidbit. Breaking news on the podcast. I've never dropped this tidbit before. So you guys get to hear this first on Livestream for the Cure. When my mom was diagnosed with cancer, now that I ended up finding out that I was inside her while she had cancer.
Oh, shit, eh?
So I was fighting cancer as a fucking fetus. So I've been fighting this fight ever since day one.
Shit.
See that? Isn't that fucked up?
Well, fuck, I know. Well, I lost both my grandmothers to cancer.
So there you go.
So, yeah.
You see?
And to tell you the truth right now, like on the serious side, we have a family friend. I don't want to say his name. I'll tell you.
We'll call him Joe.
After. Yeah.
Joe.
He just got diagnosed with lung cancer.
That sucks.
And they found like tumor
lumps and shit,
esophagus and stuff.
Oh, so maybe start of throat cancer too.
Yeah,
leading to it.
It's fucking sad. You know what I mean? That shit. You know, cancer doesn't discriminate, man.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter. That's why it's. You know, sometimes when I hear people say, "Oh, it's what you eat and everything," but how do you explain like a 3-year-old with cancer?
It's true.
It's just,
and it's not even that. Like sometimes you still eat healthy, and because of the situation, and because you live in a city that has high pollution or something.
Obviously,
you know what
there's
I mean?
things that trigger it, but there's also sometimes it just fucking happens, man. It just happens. And it's sad. Like I said, stomach cancer runs in my family and stuff, right? My cousin.
Oh shit! Stomach cancer sucks.
Yeah,
there's certain cancers that I don't want to make it seem like which ones are worse than others, but there's just some. It's like
There's some that are curable if you catch them early. You get like that's why guys get your, especially when you're over your 40s, get your asshole checked.
Get your asshole checked, get your balls checked, and women get your breasts checked.
I can do that for you if you like.
You can follow him on Twitter and Instagram and send him a DM.
I'm gonna rent a van.
Only with your permission. He doesn't do this to,
No. I don't go around fucking grabbing tits.
We don't need to get shut down here. Next thing you know, Livestream for the Cure shut down. That's it. No more. Fuck you guys. We don't even want your money anymore.
Yeah. I was just saying, if it's a good idea, I'll get a fucking I'll maybe Patreon or something. Like if you want,
there you go.
I'll go around the neighborhood in a van fucking checking for breast lumps.
Now that sounds creepy.
That's how much I hate cancer. Okay?
It doesn't sound like you hate cancer. It sounds like you're a fucking
creep. I will be a creep and a perv to prevent breast cancer.
Oh.
So hit me up, ladies.
What about the men? Men could get breast cancer.
Hey, I'll stick.
You've never watched Archer, the animated series?
You're talking about cartoons? Let's go with fucking Family Guy. Remember when they found the lump in Peter's breast?
Exactly. No, but it's like a very small percent. I think it's less than 10% that a man could get breast cancer.
Yeah.
But we have breasts. We have nipples. Why can't we? It's just that ours aren't huge like women, right?
Well, here's a story for you.
Here we go.
My son, when he was born, he had a big lump on his nipple we were thinking the worst, obviously.
Well, of course.
Googled it and stuff.
Yeah.
People were saying, oh, it's quote unquote, it's witch's milk, apparently.
What the fuck is that?
They get it from their mothers. It's part of the hormones when they were pregnant and stuff. Okay. Boys, like males and female babies, get it. Yeah. So it's milk. We went to the doctor and we were asking, because you read shit on the internet, whatever. But
I don't read, bro. I just look at pictures.
But yeah,
and if I was like you, I'd look at naked women.
Well, this time, I was
or men, whatever.
It was my son. Usually, when I look on the internet for titties and stuff, I look at it with one hand on my phone, one hand on my pants. But this time, I was being serious.
Remind me to never use your phone.
And we went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's just milk." She squeezed it, and milk came out of his nipple.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
look at that.
Fucking crazy. So yeah.
You never know.
Take that to the bank.
So yes, please go to livestreamforthecure.com and donate as much as you're possibly able to. Like I said, every penny counts. It's for a good cause. We're trying to eradicate this, find a cure, help as much as we can. And shout out to Nick and Justin for putting all this together, obviously, every year. And thank you for making me a part of this as well for the second year. Yeah. And I'll be back again next year, hopefully live next year. We'll see.
Great. Yeah. All jokes aside, it's a great cause. You know what I mean? We have to get rid of cancer. We have to find a cure. It destroys a lot of families,
And the thing is, it destroys the people left behind.
Of course.
That's the thing.
Of course. Right.
On a lighter note, let's get for our last 15 minutes that we're still on here. You ride TTC, and for us in Toronto, our public transit's called TTC, so we'll be saying TTC.
Yeah.
So you take TTC, you take the subway, you take the train, you take the tube, whatever the lube, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
What the fuck? I just take the subway, bro.
Hey, I'm trying to, for all the international listeners, I don't know what the fuck it's called in other countries. I'm trying to this is the politically correct world we fucking live in nowadays. Can you believe this shit? Anyways, okay, so you take the subway and stuff.
That's another topic I don't want to jump into.
No, we don't have enough time for that shit. That's why. We were trying to make this nice, light and hearted here.
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of people sleeping on the subway? I would assume
all the time.
Has that happened to you? How about
that? Almost. Recently.
Oh, yeah, because you're new dad. Yeah.
I keep telling Sophia, I fight it like crazy to fucking stay awake in the subway.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Even though, because I get off at the last stop. So, but it's still like fucking, I've missed my stop a couple of times because I'm on my phone, like fucking.
Yeah, but that's different. You're not sleeping. Yeah. That's happened to me too.
But, that's fucked up. Like I've woken up 2 people already. Like fucking.
What, do they have signs saying wake me up at so-and-so?
No, just, they're at Kipling Station.
Oh, because they go, that's the last station.
And then I'm like, you're walking out and you see them sleeping. It's like, oh, wait, I'm like, yo. Because fucking, or else they're going to go the other way.
Yeah, but what if they're homeless and this is their home and they just ride the subway back and forth? And now you're interrupting their sleep, you fucking asshole.
I know. But you know what?
And you being sleep deprived nowadays, you should appreciate them sleeping. Leave them alone.
If you're homeless, you could afford the fucking, the $50 fucking dollars to get into the subway nowadays.
I know it is. Keeps getting more and more expensive. I don't have to take it. Okay, speaking of life hacks, you always hear these things nowadays. Life hack this, life hack that, right?
Yeah, life hack my balls,
yeah. Have you seen the new hat that people can wear on the subway? So they
I saw that.
Wake up?
Yeah.
So you saw this, right? So I'm just showing it to you. It pretty much says, wake me up at so-and-so station, and it just goes across the top of a hat.
I follow that Subway Creatures, which I sent you a couple of links.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on there, yeah.
Would you buy a hat like that now that you're sleep deprived?
No.
I know how you would buy. Suck my dick.
Yeah, fuck. If you see me sleeping, I haven't had sex in 2 months, hold my penis for a bit. Maybe that's what I would put on there. But fuck that.
What's the worst thing you've seen on the subway? Personally, not video-wise.
A naked chick.
What?
Yeah, on Young and Dundas.
Completely naked?
She lifted up her fucking, her skirt.
Okay.
It's crazy crackhead, right? Pure fucking.
So she wasn't it
wasn't a pretty pussy.
I was gonna say, okay, it was nothing.
That's hard for me to say.
About.
I've never seen a pussy I didn't like.
Well, again,
but again,
maybe you're just not
pretty. I wasn't looking. No, I'm not.
So she just came on the subway and lifted and just started stripping.
Yeah.
And no one stopped her.
No, bro. It's like Toronto is like New York. It's crazy people everywhere. Everybody just wants to go home.
Thank God I don't take this.
You know what I mean?
I don't take public transit. You know what? I would rather
you're just
walk.
in your seat. Either you're in your seat or you're standing in your corner. All you're doing is I got my earbuds.
That's true, 'cause now
I'm
there's
listening to
earbuds,
podcasts and stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
I just want to go home. I've had a hard day at work. I don't give a fuck what's going on around me. Unless they fucking come up to me.
Right.
It was like one time, fucking some dude.
Oh, no.
I was standing by the fucking doors.
Right.
Some guy kept like staring at me.
Yeah.
Like fucking pure staring at me. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever, right? So like fucking after a while, I'm like, fuck this shit. Like I want to go home, but then again, it's like fucking, I'll slap you right now. I'm like, I turned to him, I'm like, what the fuck you staring at, bro? I'm like, fuck. And he's like,
But that's the problem. We've talked about
he's
this.
like,
Everyone has
I'm not
problems.
staring at you. I'm looking at the, on the top by the doors.
Yeah. The map
It's
or
like, I'm
what the
looking
next
at the
station is.
stations
Yeah. Gotcha.
I felt like an asshole. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Bro,
but
you
it's
got
like,
unwind.
but you know what though? No, it's not that. It's like, we're from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But I try to avoid as much bullshit after work and during work. Like,
You have to avoid confrontation. I think, especially now as we're older.
I try, bro.
And we're in our
so
40s.
hard.
You have to. You can't.
have to,
It's not worth it. It's so true.
Back then,
what are the gains?
It's fucking.
It's going to take longer to heal if something does happen to you. Like,
That's
you know
what
I mean?
think. I'm like, fuck, I have a wife at home.
And that.
Now I have a kid at home.
Yeah,
I don't want to
you legit have a family. Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know what? You fucking, unless it's disrespectful, then it's like.
Even that I could let bounce, unless it's disrespectful towards my wife or something. Then that's.
Towards me, I have a lot of pride.
I don't care.
So,
people listen to the show. I don't give two shits about
anybody
myself.
fucking ever says anything to my wife, I'll fucking.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, obviously.
I'll fucking fuck him in the subway.
Oh, wow.
In front of everybody. So that's how far I'll go.
So you're the Iron Sheik.
Oh, yeah. I'll fucking.
You ever follow the Iron Sheik on Twitter?
No.
He always telling people he's going to fuck them in the ass.
Yeah.
That's his way. He says he's going to humble them and fuck them in the ass.
But can you imagine, though? Here's the
Iron
thing.
Sheik's the best.
Bro, okay. When you fuck somebody in the ass.
I wouldn't know.
And no, I'm just.
You're looking at me as if I know. With such conviction.
No. It's like, if you fucking.
So much for PG
let's say
13.
you ass rape somebody.
Oh, okay, let's not use the word rape.
No.
This is like
Can you, because we're in that topic, right?
No,
I know,
rape.
I'm sorry. No.
When you have
What I meant to say
consensual
was
anal
like,
sex.
Okay, let's just say.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not consensual. Let's say fucking.
What the hell are you trying to say
Let's say
here?
Hitler got fucking ass raped. You
Okay,
think he would have done all this shit he fucking did? He'd probably
Maybe
be
he
in
would
the
have. What if
corner
he
in
didn't
his
like it?
bedroom. Like, I don't think I'll do that today. But I don't think I want to leave the house.
What if he liked it and then it gave him more motivation to do worse?
True too, yeah. That's
See?
true too. You know what? Like, I
never
know this
know,
is
man.
not the show to bring whatever I want to say on, but at the
I'm
same
trying to
time,
keep
it's
it
like,
PG.
yeah.
We're at
I'm not-
M. Slowly we're gonna get to
yeah.
fucking triple X up in this
I
bitch.
know.
Fuck.
No, I don't condone.
Sorry,
rape.
Nick.
I'm sorry. Like, fuck, that's not what I'm saying at all. Hey, fucking, I would murder anybody who fucking rapes anybody. Fuck. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is a fucked up thing, obviously. This is not a joke about
pedophiles-
that.
Pedophiles.
Okay, now what are you doing, bro? You're making this worse. Stop.
I just say, okay.
I swear to God, this is not
you know
the bit.
the pedophile got arrested in Brazil? And
I'm sure.
when he went to jail, they ass raped
Whatever.
him fucking.
Yeah, they
every
all
single
do.
day.
Yeah.
Fucking to
Until
you
they
touch
pretty
kids,
much
this is what
die.
you get.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that's when I condone rape right there. Let's just leave it at that. That's all. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be saying shit like this. I'm sorry.
Okay, lighter note.
Nick, that's your name.
Nick, that's your
I'm
name.
so sorry. I never met Nick. I don't know.
Anyways,
My apologies.
we also do top fives on the shows and stuff. So you can go back and listen
to the
that.
podcast.
Yeah, listen to us. We obviously talk about anal sex a lot. And naked chicks, and we also enjoy video games. We play a lot of video games.
Yeah,
that's
we play
a
video
topic
games a lot.
we could touch on. We're pretty almost caught up between me and you.
touch on.
I think between me and you, we've pretty much played every single good PS4 game. Is that safe to say?
Probably.
Between the two of us,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah,
you probably more than me because I'm still catching up a little. But
Yeah.
I play those quirky games that you don't like, and you play those shitty games that I don't like.
I take a lot of time because I'm a trophy hunter. So
Trophy hunter.
Yeah.
No, you mean a trophy whore.
Yes.
Thank you.
no. Here's the thing. I'm not a trophy whore because I don't play fucking stupid games. I don't play Hannah Montana's dick suck at the
and you don't play multiplayer games too. You don't do the multiplayer stuff as well.
No, I hate multiplayer games.
Yeah,
that's what, if a game has multiplayer trophies, I will skip it. The only one that I got that for was Uncharted, which was just go on. And I went on with my nephew to try it out and shit, and I got the trophy. It was like, oh, try this. But I'd like to get 100 kills online and shit. I'm like, no.
How many platinum you at now? Not to brag.
42.
You fucking cunt. Yeah. I'm sitting here with like, I think, 8 or 9, and I think I have a lot.
No, I got 42. And I'm playing Days Gone now. That's going to be a platinum too.
Oh my God.
I play 5 minutes a day. Now with the
kid, yeah, it's different.
Don't get me wrong. So,
you know what? It'll be better in the long run because you'll save and you'll play less of the shitty games. Because then you could take your time and you know what I mean? Spend what the actual developers want you to spend time on. You know what I mean? Because these games are meant to play in like fucking 3 or 4 seconds.
I get my money's worth off of it. I understand like sometimes since you're a fucking cheap fuck, you buy games
I'm the cheapest
fucking $20 like 7 years after they come out.
Bro, I bought a game the other day. I think it was $4.99.
Yeah. 7 years after it's released.
It's like a AAA game. I can't remember what game it was.
See, I understand that you just go through, but if I'm paying full price for one, I'm gonna fucking play everything and do everything in it.
But I can't pay full price. Like my absolute,
I understand.
The most I'll absolutely pay for a game if I really want to play it is $40. If I could wait, I usually wait till it's $19.99, $29.99.
Now I'm like that. Like games that, like for example, I pre-ordered Days Gone in January.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like there are certain games where I'm like, fuck, I really want to play this game. Like it looks like it speaks to me, right?
Right.
Like I used to pre-order every fucking FIFA. I haven't had a game
like that in a long time, bro. I don't even remember the last game that's been that. It's probably back in the early PS3 days, I think.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
I pre-ordered, what was it? Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
But Sony gave me $15 for it.
Oh, okay. So it's like a promotion which was pretty good deal. Yeah. Towards some other game.
Yeah. And I knew those 2 games were going to be like, top notch. I knew like something that I'm like, oh, I want to play this, but I don't know about it. I'll just wait, see what people say about it.
Or it could be a PS Plus free game too, right?
It's true too. Like
that's happened a couple of times.
A few games like Horizon, for example. Remember, we've had this conversation where I did play it. It will one day for sure, especially when the PS5 comes out.
But see, that's a game I really wanted to play because I like those sort of open world adventure games. Yeah. So that's my shit.
You know what it was? I think at the time I was so sick of open world games that when I was playing, I'm like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Every fucking game nowadays is fucking open world too. That's why, you know, the game that I told you, Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm, the remake that originally came out on the last.
When I was playing, oh fuck, this is like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it is.
Basically,
it's just like
just
shooting the shit.
Whatever you do, just shooting people, have fun. Fucking,
you know, it reminds me of almost like but even though it's not open world, like a first person Just Cause. You just go and cause shit. Like, you know what I mean?
But see, I'm an idiot, so I want to get all the trophies in it. So, and when it comes to shit like that, but. It's true though. It's like I like playing linear games, like fucking where it's like just give me a path,
one path, and that's it. Yeah. You know what? Even the linear game now, like Tomb Raider, it's sort of linear, but it's not. The new God of War sort of is, but it isn't. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's not an open. What do they call it? Open box,
sandbox or something.
Sandbox, whatever. Yeah. It's not like that, but it kind of is. But they still like, okay, you can play here now for now, type of thing. Yeah. Same thing with kind of Days Gone. It's not. They don't open the map to you at first,
but then eventually.
But because there's certain places. I was trying to go somewhere, and they're like, "Oh, you're leaving the game area." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Oh, I guess it would open up afterwards, right?" So that's not. It's an open sandbox.
We said that already.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fuck.
Anyways.
I just said that like I discovered penicillin, bro.
That's the perfect way to end the show then. We'll end it on that then. So go check it out. We like video games. We like hip hop. We like to talk about shit. We like cool stuff, I guess, so to speak. Nerd culture stuff too. So go check out other episodes. I'm available on all major platforms.
And
so
porn.
Check it out.
We love porn.
You love porn.
I love porn.
I make my own porn. Anyways.
I make my own porn too. I'll show you some afterwards.
Quick plug. You want anyone to follow you anywhere?
I'll plug your asshole for $20 if you're still good. It's for the cure. If you want to do it, I'll do it for the cure.
Okay. Don't follow Pedro. You can follow me, Finga Stylz, everywhere. Google me. You'll find it. Google the podcast. I'm not going to plug anything. Like I said, this is all for Livestream for the cure. Please donate. My time is up this year. Hopefully We sort of made people laugh. Maybe a couple of people cried. For sure, we made some people cringe.
I fucking cried, actually. Some tears came down my face. I'm not going to lie. Like, all jokes aside, yeah, that touched me. You know what I mean? And not in a perverted way.
Okay. On that note, he's Pedro. I'm Steve. This is a special version of the podcast. Please keep on donating. Please. It's for a good cause. Peace.
Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to be bringing in the Rolling Misadventures podcast in just a moment here. But just bear with me just a moment. We had a couple of donations there come in. Number one, Finga Stylz. Steve from the podcast donated $50 over in the Livestream channel during his pre-recorded segment there. Thank you so much, Steve, for putting that together. We really, really appreciate that. Chris Yaney donated $6.90 because he feels bad for missing, I should say, so much fun, happy time. And I'm going to re-add a donation in here because I had to delete it to fix it. There we go. I got to put Paul from the Countdowns donation back in there. I messed it up. Here we go. We are just knocking on the door, ladies and gentlemen, of $8,000 for the cure. Let us go ahead and Dan, if you could get that air when you come back out. Thank you. Dan and I are eating super classy right now. We have got some macaroni and cheese. Yep, some Wendy's Wegmans. Wendy's mac and cheese. Jesus, that would taste fucking terrible.